Welcome back to the Polk County Cooperative Extension Research Garden. We're looking at some broccoli today, and this week is one of our last cool weeks, and the weather says we're going to get up in the mid to upper 90s next week, and so this broccoli is not going to be long for the world. And as you can see, as we started to heat up, you see it starting to spread a little bit. You know, typical broccoli you'll find is very tight if you go to the grocery store. If you leave it too long, it'll start to get loose and spread out, and it starts to go to flower. All these are flower buds on top of this broccoli. That's what you're eating, is the flower bud. So you want to pick it before it gets loose like this. Now, is it still edible at this stage? Yes, absolutely it is. It's great to roast in the oven or to cook in, steam it, that sort of thing. The fresh eating quality goes down when it starts to get loose. So broccoli plants, cabbage, cauliflower, things like that, you can have worm damage. And we have two worms that cause major problems. The cabbage worm, which is a white moth you'll see flying around, which will lay eggs and devastate your crop. Or the cabbage looper, which is what we've got here. It comes from a brown moth. You don't see it as readily, and they're typically not as bad of a problem. But in this garden this year, we really don't have any cabbage worms. We have cabbage loopers. And so this is the little worm right here, and you can see all the holes in the leaf. And so they'll eat those. And in broccoli, it's really bad because they get inside the heads. And you may not think you have one until you're eating it and you get a little extra protein in your broccoli. So be very careful. Easy to kill these things. You don't have to use a chemical pesticide. You can if you want to. You can use liquid 7, which is a chemical pesticide, or you can use BT, which is a bacteria that gives them a bacterial infection and causes them to die. So two most common ways of buying that is that there's a powder called Dipel, and there's also a liquid called Thuricide that you can purchase at most hardware stores and little nurseries and online as well. And it does a great job. It's like I said, it's just a bacteria. It shouldn't hurt you at all, and it keeps them from tearing up your plants.